Assalamu alaikum students, this is Ahmed Hussain from English department of SMB Qaidadam Public School Higher Secondary section. So my students, as you all know that the online classes are going on, and today we are going to discuss a topic that is Mohenjo-daro. Indeed, it is lesson number 4 of your class 9th, and previously in the first video lecture in the part 1 of this lesson we discussed the lesson and read that, and obviously we tried to comprehend the passage as well, paragraphs as well. And now today we are going to discuss the remaining part of the lesson in this part 2 video lecture of lesson Mohenjo-daro. So my students, this is the subsequent paragraph which was left previously, and now we are going to discuss it. So before proceeding forward, let me have an overview. Previously in the previous video lecture we discussed some information, some aspects of this lesson, including the location of Mohenjo-daro and also the discovery, the secret of this place Mohenjo-daro, in which civil servant Sir John Marshall played an active role. Later on we discussed the city, the architecture of the city, and also we discussed some remnants which were extracted out from the Mohenjo-daro during evacuation. And now if we proceed forward in this paragraph, which is going to be discussed right now, in this paragraph the discussion will be done on the museum, about the museum which is situated near that place, and also we are going to read it right now. Here, let's start. It has been written that nearby is a museum already, which I have right now told you about that. Nearby is a museum where interesting objects found from Mohenjo-daro are on exhibition. So as right now I told you about the museum there, and previously in the first video lecture we discussed some remnants and the pots and the things that were discovered during the evacuation. Those are on exhibition here in this museum. And which are these things? It has been mentioned here indeed that these include seals, jewelry, toys, weapons, and painted pottery. So all of these things are on exhibition in this museum. And the best find of Mohenjo-daro is the head of a bull, which was used as a seal. Well, nowadays we have written documents, and indeed all are generated through the IT technology, information technology process. So but earlier there were some the process was about the process in which the documents were written and sealed at the end. And it is discovered and it is predicted that after discovering the seal after discovering the head of a bull, which is considered that it was used as a seal, that was used for the documents at the end of enclosure. So that is the interesting thing to be came to be known. Furthermore, a metal statue of a dancing girl has also been found. These are metal tools too. There are metal tools too. It is because of these metal objects that the probable age of the city is being given as about 4,500 years. So my students, not only the seals, jewelry, toys, weapons, painted pottery, head of bull, but also the metal of this statue, the metal statue of a dancing girl was also discovered during evacuation. And also after analyzing these objects, it is predicted that this city is almost 4,500 years ago, was 4,500 years ago prevailing in that time. So that's why it is very easy to predict about the age of the city. Moreover, you can now observe on the screen that this is one of the object that was found out during evacuation. Also, this is the metal statue of a dancing girl, so you can observe it, and all of these objects are placed in the museum. This is the head of the bull, and indeed it was the object that was used as a seal. Moreover, you can observe these pots as well, and indeed these pots can be considered as the part of that city. So now, my students, let's proceed forward in the next paragraph. So here in this paragraph, it has been written that for a long time these people lived a happy life. They were quite rich and traveled from place to place on business or on pleasure. Their city was well planned and clean. So it has been given some information about that city, that the people who were living there were very happy. And obviously we can easily observe from such sort of objects that are evacuated out, and the lifestyle of those people, and also their economic activities as well. So all of these things can be analyzed easily while observing all these objects. So that's why and also during the evacuation it was also observed the well organized construction and well constructed buildings and houses over there. And we also discussed that in the previous video lecture about the construction of houses, having washrooms and having some sort of rooms for their servants that were also called servant quarters. So the city was well planned and clean. The rainwater did not remain on the streets. We did not know what happened to them later. Either they were raided from the north, or some great earthquake destroyed them. So it means there are two opinions. There are two opinions about that city, that what happened to that. First opinion is that either it was raided by some conquerors, or might be there some sort of earthquake that destroyed that city. That's why no one has yet been able to determine the meaning of the words written on the seals and on the pottery. Much could be learned if the language experts are able to decipher these words. Moreover, at the end of the lesson, in the last paragraph, here it has been mentioned that learned men and visitors often come to the site. They come not only from Pakistan but also from all over the world. Let us hope that their efforts succeed in deciphering these words, because as right now it has been discussed that some sort of seals were observed, some sort of seals were found there, and some language and some words are mentioned on the seals that cannot be deciphered easily. So that's why it is hoped that learned people and visitors must come and try to find out and the actual meaning of those words. So we will then know a great deal more than we do now about this dead civilization. Indeed, after going through the meaning of those words, we can easily understand what was happened there and what was something more and interesting facts about the civilization. So my students, this was all about the lesson, and hopefully now you can furthermore observe on your screen that these are some seals that were found from that place, and even we cannot understand what is written on these seals. That's why it is hoped that a learned man will come to know about the secret of these words. So my students, this was all about a lesson, and hopefully you have comprehended this lesson. And in the previous video lecture, that was part 1, we discussed some aspects, and now in the second video lecture, that is called the part 2 of this lesson. And in this video lecture we also discuss some other remaining aspects of Mohenjo-daro, and hopefully we try to comprehend the passages. And moreover, the related activity along with this lesson is that all of you sort out some new words which will be which should be included in your vocabulary bank, and these will ultimately help you out in further writing skills, in enhancing your writing skills, my students. And moreover, now at the end, I will also send you some worksheets for regarding your non-textual exercises, and these worksheets will help us to assess you and also help you out for the preparation of your annual examination. So my students, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.